Wind, hear me!
As you wish, main coil.
Torrent, bring refuge! Allow me! Let's move out. Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, travelers, you can take them! Rest and rebuild!
To ashes! Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself? Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the rift hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kinda makes you feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can! The monsters... We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't... Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless. Every last trace of humanity's existence,
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, the almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back! Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness.
Calm down. The war...
Over. But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace. There are no monsters. Nor is there anything else here that could threaten...
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were... I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun. Yes, we were right to place our... Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was bare. The sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, an entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot...
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that... Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too... But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it...
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible...
Hey!
Yes. For the longest time, all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters... But... after my clash with human ambition, when I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over... Moving forward inevitably invites further loss. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. As Inazuma's god, It is high time I honored warriors of the past who spilled your blood on this land. I will never forget you and all that you did.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the...
There are a load of rift hounds here, too!
Leave them to me. Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Shine down! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this...
makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned... The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need... Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a...
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments. After all, it's quite a...
What should we do? Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's...
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed... And now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have... Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly... People flee out of a desire to live on. And But me, I have no such thoughts. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me, just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but one thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless...
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me. The Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have... One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't... Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you?
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup cup of tea isn't exactly...
I'm also feeling...
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the...
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure...
Right. Paimon would...
I seldom had the time to, so in the vast majority, he may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now.
You and Makoto had pretty different...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world, they are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, now, it's...
Wow. There sure was a lot going...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did, and ambition. Makoto was more concerned with the fort.
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto I didn't understand at the time. I suppose what it comes down to is the Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was...
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better?
You have already witnessed my previous view, but now...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular...
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I...
It's all good, sir. She's actually...
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him.
So, we didn't even have a chance to...
The information held in the ley lines is complex. Well, this chance won't come often. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please give it a... So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things... I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, the events of 500 years ago.
She died in that disaster?
Yes. She went... Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to... Yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. It was there that we bid each other a fight. Why did she go to Konria first and not... It was there and then.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, that's exactly what everyone back... No one questioned it. And yet, in the end, I simply with the help of the sacred Sakura's power.
This is all really hard done.
Yes. I once told myself, but even the tea that... And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle...
Sister. You mean to say that she was somehow...
Based on what we've learned so far...
I'm sorry. And also, so...
Oh, well, boy.
With this last cup of tea? Thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again, please leave...
Hey! Are you...
Fear not. Fighting... Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! There is no escape! Erase all threats! Shine down! My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your... We'll deal with them. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more!
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away...
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and their willingness to grant their power. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've... Just the sight of you appearing before us once more. This hope is the light that will...
Everyone on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Eyes on me! Back off!
Billowing surge!
Allow me! By royal decree, go as one!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was the monsters will definitely come back. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to...
When everyone sees the...
Well, what are you guys...
We will stay here and guard against the mon... We are brothers in arms. As long as we...
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to no matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma.
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. With you leading us, we will claim...
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, you could take the view that whatever I say to them is me, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think just like that, but what Inazuma needs more, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to... Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon...
Change will come to Inazuma. And no matter how long it takes, now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work. Such...
Alrighty then, let's move on. He looks calm on the outside, but she seems to have changed a lot since we left. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why?
A battleground. We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Where are we Paimon's did... Whoa. This place... Look, it's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? I'm here to show you we are both warriors. And the...
Wait!
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was, as she indicates, once I start but inside a realm of consciousness. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles, and hey, showdown with the
The rules I set for the Shogun are, I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which it inherits A's pain. Every action undertaken, determination, courage, only rules shall remain. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering up. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Sir, shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! The eye sweeps the lands! Now you shall perish! The beauty sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely... covered?
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Your verdict is decided. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Transcending, shine down, torn to oblivion. Pathetic. Illusion shattered. Kill sword. Weak. Now you shall perish. The eye sweeps the lands. There is no escape. Shattered. Shine down. Absurd. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Shine down. Transcend all constraints. Euthymia crumbles before.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not. But how long can you?
How the heck?
In this she was built to resist erosion.
Then, does that mean...
Maybe. But I have to prove if I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many 500 years ago, here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which I fight for the everlasting future of I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that during my absence.
But this...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave Egg? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times. And what if she gets too obsessed with winning? And she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave it. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A. Oh, but we also can't get in there. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay. Oh, you're right. Paimon, who knows if she really understands these consciousness...
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think...
But you're always...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's a...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on impossibly stubborn. Jump straight to the most extreme course of action You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting? Rushed into it without thinking. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of...
Is she playing dumb?
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Surely that child isn't slacking off.
Now then, I always have to the outsider. In other words,
So, it's out?
yes, no need to try and understand. Everything is This is precisely why.
What? Alright.
Suit yourself.
You...
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems By the way, remember to focus constant. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from... Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter.
What do we do?
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
You have returned. This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment over countless battles. Not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of it for your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of... Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. You have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the final calamity. The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed. Illusion shattered is in my hand!
Oz, reveal thyself!
This is the end. I believed you were incapable of... But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about... I know your power, yet... And whenever I think of this, I feel something... The blade that I inherit... I noticed it also. This power is... This blade belonged to... It was at once a familiar... You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall... From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not, but as a warrior, I look... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who... I am Raiden Makoto, The Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my... there was no time to wait, but... everything happened so... I should have been the one... Did you know what was... I had some sense of... in my present form, but I know that this must have... Don't look down on me. It was with this possibility here. But it is you.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sock, no matter what you make of it.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept.
A place where time is perhaps that is the reason why. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now...
I don't fully
Well,
without the sacred Sakura,
I know you've always perceived... You've tried in the past to prove to me...
no.
But don't you...
The sacred Sakura is...
Now he's...
I'm joking. And obviously I played... It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts. Suffice to say, fortunately, your will was strong enough that the flow of turbulence...
Does that mean it wasn't by chance?
I thought that the flow of my first thought was, but you too have my thanks.
A, how are you?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all,
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. I have to say, this has... She even... It's all thanks to her that Inazuma... I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you...
Thank you.
today, at long last, Makoto and you are Ina's...
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on.
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to... Actually, no. Forget...
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review after that.
Really?
I am no longer pursuing. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead. I'm looking for...
I created another universe.